steps out there, and that stirs it up even more. And then, of course, the other element is the debris that's coming down. And boaters are going to
underneath the water.
Yeah, boaters are really going to need to be on guard next few days, probably through first of next week, to watch out for that stuff. And unfortunately,
it's all over this weekend.
Some of it's below the surface, and you can't see it until you hit it. So just take it easy out there.
And there could be like logs and things like that.
Oh,
and if you're going on with your boat and you happen to run into that, bam.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it could be dangerous. Another reason why this is National Safe Boating Week, to remind you to be safe out there on the water. With all the weather we've been having, one of the best things to do is make sure that you've got a good weather app on your phone and check it frequently, even though it might be like right now, beautiful sunny weather, no wind. It looks like we're going to have a beautiful day, but, lurking 25, 30 miles away could be the next storm coming. So, make sure you've got some kind of a device on your phone for that. Life jackets, of course, need to be checked out before you head out. Make sure they're all in good serviceable condition. Know the rules of the road as far as navigation is concerned. Be careful launching for the first time. Be sure you put your drain plug in. That's a good one. But everybody's done it once. Okay. Use your engine cutoff device. And
you notice that it's not in when you're out away from the dock a bit.
Yeah. It doesn't take very long for that to start doing that. And also be a sober boater, please. And we hope you'll have a great Memorial Day weekend here at the lake. Now, on Saturday morning's program, I'm going to do something that I don't often do. In fact, I rarely do it. I'm going to go back in the archives 10 years. And we're going to be talking about the worst boating accident and fatalities that has ever happened at Lake of the Ozarks. It happened on May 28th, Memorial Day weekend, 1954.
Whoa.
This was the story of the Grand Glaze, which was one of the tour boats down at the Lockwood Marina down by the dam. And the story is really, it grabs you. And Captain Charlie Meyer at the time and myself, we did a bunch of research on this. And 10 years ago, we did a wreath ceremony over the place where the disaster happened. And basically, they got caught in a weather situation. And they had 13 passengers on board. And they were up near the island, Isle del Sol. And he saw a storm coming down the lake, and he thought it was a tornado, and it probably was. But it basically flipped the boat over. All 13 passengers and the captain went into the lake. And of course, at that time, there were no regulations for life jackets. They were under the seats. And so he swam back underneath, pulled out the life jackets, and saved several of the passengers. However, 3 were never found. A little girl from Buffalo, Missouri, was never found. And then there was a couple that they suspect was on the boat, but nobody really remembers for sure. The Fahey's had just gotten married up in Chicago the week before, came to Lake of the Ozarks to take a boat ride for their honeymoon, and they were never seen again, and there's been no recovery of them. Their car was left right out in front. Their motel room still had their personal belongings in there. So it's an interesting story. So we're going to play the portions that we had 10 years ago, and then we're going to update a few things with Charlie Meyer, former captain, who was the owner of the towboat company here at Lake of the Ozarks for many, many years, about 20 years, I think he said. And he did a lot of research along with a now deceased lake historian by the name of Mike Gillespie. Mike had done a lot of research into the accident. There were, literally hundreds of pages of testimony that were taken up in Kansas City at the Corps of Engineers and at the state. And then there was finally a resolution presented by the Missouri House and Senate that was given to the captain of the boat. His name was Captain Perry Graham. And we had the privilege of interviewing him, so we're going to hear his story and how it all unfolded that day that went down in history. Memorial Day weekend of 1954, 70 years ago.
This lake, and you might think it's just kind of a nice lake. You can see the other side of the lake from one side to the other. It's not like a Lake Michigan where it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
But this lake has unique character, and it has a dangerous character that on the top it's like, oh, this looks nice, but underneath this lake there can be some dangers.
Well, I mean, it's just...
you know what I'm talking about.
Well, I know what you're talking about, but I also, think in terms of the compression of the amount of boats and people and
Yes.
docks and condos and homes and all that are
But
on the lake.
1,800 docks?
There's more like 25,000 docks
Oh,
on the lake.
25,000.
Yes, and the last figure I heard from the Water Patrol was there was 186,000 registered boats in the lake.
Whoa.
So, and that concentration is mostly from the dam to about the 45-mile mark.
And if you're
so-
listening here for the first time and you're down here going to be enjoying maybe your first summer, first Memorial Day, you need to take heed.
Yes, be sure that if you're not comfortable driving your boat, you can find some help. There's training available. Reach out to the Captains Association of Missouri, anything like that. Also, I want to mention that the Water Safety Council. We met yesterday, and we need some more volunteers to help out with several boating activities that are going to be going on this summer. And we get credit for those, and we get paid back for the volunteer hours that are provided. So we would sure appreciate a call to myself here at the radio station, or Doug Beck. You hear his name and number around. So look us up. LOZWaterSafetyCouncil.com is the website. You can find more information there, and we would sure appreciate that. So,
Can you hang on till Kara comes on?
yes, I can wait for
Okay,
Kara.
because we have to make some money.
All right.
Hi, this is Tim Davis. Direct Travel and Alma Waterways River Cruises can take you to the best destinations Europe has to offer. Fascinating history, art and culture, stunning landscapes, and fine wine and cuisine. Sail the Blue Danube, the romantic Rhine River, the legendary wine regions of Bordeaux and Burgundy. For a limited time, when you reserve select European river cruises, you'll receive a complimentary 2-, 3-, or 4-night land package, allowing you to explore and discover a fascinating city or country by land. In addition, take advantage of our direct travel exclusive bonus and receive an onboard credit of up to $150 per stateroom on all sailings. For complete details and to book your European adventure, call Direct Travel today at 348-3166 or stop by our office in the First Bank Center at the Outlet Mall at Osage Beach. You can see us online at directtravelci.com. And remember, Direct Travel is Central Missouri's vacation authority.